So far we only have escaped to the forest. We haven't met Cheshire yet, because we know we will. Was on the box art.
Looking into the dark underbrush, Cereza could not shake the feeling that someone was looking back. As the wind rustled the leaves, it sounded just like a rasping voice whispered in her ear.
I can't turn back now. I'm going to become a witch and save Mummy.
Well, all of this could have been prevented if they just would have been nicer and tolerant. Dare me to skip that. Run! Okay, that didn't look so deep. Okay, let's save that. 6%. Like in the demo, yeah, you could get items by just running into these bushes. Since we already have so many, it apparently...
What was that? Must have been a rabbit or something. Right, Cheshire?
might mean that we need a lot of them to whatever we need them to craft, or whatever item we will craft with them.
Is someone out there?
Can we go here? No.
Cereza could not shake the feeling she was being watched.
Possibly.
Is someone there? Show yourself!
And then, as if to answer her call,
Oh, these are the fairy symbols that we saw on... Oh, Strider and Viola. These constellation symbols. Denizen of the wood, ROC. Every Bayonetta enemy gets an introduction.
fairies, nefarious creatures who ensnare the souls of humans who venture into the woods to feed on their vitality. This time there was nowhere to run. Cereza was backed into a corner.
Please, please work this time.
Fingers crossed, Cereza prepared to use the summoning spell she learnt from Morgana.
Batai Vatozu!
Even after the summoning circle had faded away, no one had answered her call.
Why? I did everything right.
The fairies resumed their sinister mission. All at once, they jumped at Cereza, weapons poised to strike. She shut her eyes tight and prepared for the worst. A moment passed, and then another. But she felt not so much as a pinprick.
What? Who are you?
Chomp! That beast, as dark as a moonless night, had it all been a dream?
You don't think... Could that have been...
But before Cereza could finish her question...
Okay.
Cheshire?
From its gaping maw, extending ear to ear, fell a drop of thick slobber.
Wait, did I manage to summon a demon that has now possessed Cheshire?
As if in reply, the beast growled and bared its blood-red fangs. Just as Cereza feared, a demon had indeed possessed her beloved stuffed cat.
Okay, just like that.
The creature had desperately sought a medium in order to survive in our world. In lieu of hair, it settled for one made of felt.
Okay. Interesting.
Looking around, the demon's eyes found Cereza. It let out a low growl. After her initial terror, Cereza realized that she was able to understand what the demon was saying.
You want me to return you to Inferno? Now, how would one go about doing that?
Cereza had her hands full calling a demon to this world. She hadn't even begun to study the spell to send them back. Cereza once again heard the demon's words, this time even more clearly. Send me back! Send me back! The demon's rage increased by the second, but there was nothing Cereza could do. Out of patience, he pounced. Claws like daggers descended on Cereza. But what if we hear? The demon had stopped cold. As if bound by an invisible force, no matter how he struggled, he was unable to touch Cereza.
Calm down. You're going to burst a seam. Don't worry, I'll send you home. Once I figure out how.
Well, there is an item in Bayonetta 3 that prevents a summoned demon from entering rage mode.
I'm on my way to get a fantastic power. With that, sending you back should be a piece of cake.
Giving up his attack, the demon turned his attention elsewhere. Intrigued, but a little scared, Cereza decided to follow a bit behind.
Okay, now we can control him. It's a bit odd that he possessed the stuffed cat when he wants to go back anyway. Like, desperate in need of a medium. Why does he want to stay in this world if he wants to go back immediately? Okay, we can attack. And we can move. And we can destroy. Of course, in Bayonetta 3, Viola has the stuffed cat that also is possessed by Cheshire, so who knows how she will get that eventually.
The demon ran through the forest, searching for a way home.
Okay, we have one, two, 1, 2, 3, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combo. The demon's sharp claws and fangs make short work of fairies. Scratch with the right trigger and show your infernal might.
I'm in no mood for pests. Get ready for a fistful of claw. The demon leapt towards the fairies. The demon slashed with his razor-sharp claws. But something felt off. His power seemed to escape him, slowly but surely.
What's wrong?
The demon bared his fangs. He was clearly suffering.
Are you sick? Or hungry, perhaps?
As Cereza approached, the demon felt the strength return to his body. In an instant, he felt right as rain. His body was linked to Cereza by powerful magic. Moving away from her robbed it of its energy.
What's that? I need to stay close to you? I've never heard of a spell like this before.
How do you plan on getting me back to Inferno? The demon demanded.
Well, there are the gates of hell, you know.
We first need to find a white wolf. He'll show us the way.
Leave it to me. I'll find him, said the demon as he clambered to his feet.
I'm name's Cereza. What's your name?
I have no name. Reply.
You
Oh,
don't have a name?
sorry.
That must be terribly inconvenient. Though I must admit, I haven't the faintest idea about demonic manners. May I call you Cheshire? That's the name of the stuffed cat you decided to borrow after all. Well, I need to call you something. If you're going to make a fuss about it, why don't you just find a new body? Fine! I'll just call you whatever I please.
And so these strange companions set off in search of the White Wolf. What mysteries await in Avalon Forest?
We're all set now with our two game elements. Cereza and Cheshire can move about separately. Move Cereza with L and Cheshire with R. They cannot be far apart for an extended period of time. Watch the distance meter. Oh wait, the distance between them. With the distance meter. A new archive. Cereza is a beautiful young girl born from a bond between the Lumen Sages and the Umbran Witches. Umbra Witches or Umbran? As a relation between these two clans are strictly forbidden, Cereza's birth resulted in her being labeled an outcast, scorned and mocked by the other Umbra. In time, Cereza began to be tortured by nightmares of how powerless she was to help her mother, who had cared so deeply for Cereza. Becoming strong enough to one day help her became Cereza's one motivation for getting through each day. She cherishes the stuffed cat toy her mother gave her, which she named Cheshire. Never leaving her side, Cheshire often listens to her stories of the lonely girl. Art only, okay. And then we have more. Cheshire trusting only power. And Morgana, a strict teacher. Oh, Jean and Rosa as well. Cereza's loving mother. An Umbra witch unparalleled in skill, thought to possibly be the strongest in the entire history of the clan. Mother of Cereza. Falling in love with the Lumen Sage, she broke the sacred vows of the Umbra and bore a child with him, resulting in her eternal imprisonment. She has never revealed why she would go against Umbran teachings and have forbidden relations with the Lumen, but she has accepted her isolation without the slightest resistance, despite all the power she possesses. This has led many to think she understood and agreed to the consequences of her actions before even taking them. Some of the Umbra even sympathized with her plight, overlooking her daughter Cereza sneaking to her cell, or even finding chances for the two to meet. Cereza's precious stuffed toy was made by Rosa from whatever she could gather. Before being moved to an even further prison, she would often sing lullabies as Cereza would rest against the steel bars of her cell, showing nothing but the deepest maternal love for her precious daughter. Jean, Cereza's best friend. She feels competitive towards Cereza, but she also sees her as a good friend. Okay, maybe I'll read all of them sometimes so that I don't read too much at once. Okay, Cereza.
The demon seemed to have calmed down. Remembering that he could not touch her, Cereza breathed a sigh of relief.
Okay, we have to control them both at the same time. Whoa.
The pungent scent tickled Cereza's nose.
Rosemary.
It was rosemary, often used to ward off evil spirits. As soon as the scent reached Cheshire, he pulled away, face scrunched up in disgust. It looked like demons could not stand being anywhere near the flower.
Being a demon, Cheshire can't stand rosemary. Whenever it pops up, Cheshire will need to take a different path. Okay. Doesn't really look like a flower, but... yeah, that was a thing in the first game where Luca tried to figure out her perfume and not quite sure if he thought there was rosemary in it, and then she said no, there is no rosemary in my perfume because rosemary is a demon repellent, and then at the end she admits that there is rosemary in it and that it equates to remembrance or something. I'm not quite sure how to interpret that, because yeah, it would make sense that her perfume does not have rosemary, but maybe they get back to this. Oh wait, we have to switch sides here. Okay. We bind and he attacks, I assume.
This was quite a pickle, but Cereza knew how to get by without a scratch.
Cheshire, I've got it tied down. Finish it.
Okay, that was quick. Check.
Hey!
What a big spider's nest. It seems like the owner isn't home. Oh no. Spiders. Okay. Bigger onyx roses. So far, all of these fights are on the open world, and not like in the Bayonetta games, sectioned off into distinct fights with closed-off
I'll go
arenas.
first to make a path. You wait here.
Okay. He has to jump down, because otherwise... problems. discomfort.
Stop! Cheshire!
All at once, Cheshire's body shrunk to its original cuddly form.
Cheshire!
Cereza ran to pick up Cheshire and held him tightly to her chest. In her arms, Cheshire felt his strength returning. Release me at once! Even in this form, the demon did not seem happy about being cuddled.
Just hold still, will you? While you're small, you can't walk on your own, right? I'll carry you until you can transform again. Not having a massive demon breathing down my neck will make it easier for me to calm down too.
While far from pleased about being treated like a stuffed animal, the demon had no choice but to swallow his pride.
When in his stuffed animal form, Cereza can hold Cheshire and move with him. When moving about together, you can move Cereza with L and extend Cheshire. That's similar to how Viola uses him in some moves. Whoa. Okay, but I think for this episode we have seen quite a bit. We finally met Cheshire. We learned the basic controls.
Even with you in there, Cheshire still weighs the same as before.
And I think we will keep learning more stuff. But that will happen next time.